Hey everybody, back with another video, and today we're going to be looking over the CPI report that came out this morning and its implications. I wanted to look at this because it's a very good moment to be able to learn things going forward, how you should evaluate yourself and how you're investing and things like that. First of all, I want to look at the headline here. Inflation moderates, rising at annual 7.7% over last year. We also see some things about core CPI being down, things of that nature. There's also things going on about the Fed's only going to raise interest rates by 0.5% next month. I want you all to realize that this is a moment where they are trying to suck money out of you. This is a headline whose only point is to get you to feel comfortable with things the way they are when you know that it is not a comfortable environment. First, let's look at that 7.7% CPI. We know that actual inflation is much higher than that. CPI is, it is what it is. I want you to go out to the grocery store, to a hardware store, to the gas pump, and tell me if prices are actually moderating, if prices are coming down. Of course, you know that's not true. Things haven't changed over the last couple months, the last 3 months. They've only slightly changed over the last 6 or 12 months. Go out and believe your lying eyes. Don't believe stuff like this. It is trying to pull you in. This is one of that moments where, the proverbial wheat is separated from the chaff. Stocks are up, the NASDAQ is up 5.5% today, S&P 4%, Dow 2.5%. This is where buy the dip people are going to be coming in saying this is the bottom. We are nowhere near the bottom. Think about the economy. Has it improved over the last few months? No, of course not. Think about the political situation in the United States and the world. Have they improved over the last few months? No, of course not. They've only gotten worse. When you have to look at all the data, don't be fooled by headlines like this. Look at layoffs. You have Facebook laying off tens of thousands of people. You have other tech companies laying off tens of thousands of people. You have just general large cap, small cap companies laying off people. Unemployment is going up. Prices are going up. You have to look at all these things and really believe your lying eyes in these moments. This is one of those moments where, the elites are going to siphon money out of the lower classes because, oh, we're at the bottom. I can start investing again and everything. I can be, risky. Don't fall for this stuff. This is one of those moments where you have to get over your FOMO. You have to steel your resolve. You have to be like, I know what's going on. I have the data points. I know what I can see here. None of this adds up. Keep doing what you've been doing. If you're buying I bonds, stay in I bonds. They're still giving you very good returns. Make sure you have that high yield savings account. Things are only going to get worse from this point going forward. Inflation is not down. 7.7% is still nearly hyperinflation, even if CPI is correct. You have to look at the environment around you. Look at housing prices. Look at car prices. They're still incredibly elevated. Look at your food prices when you go to the store. Look at, the gas pump. All of this stuff is still up and it shows no sign of coming down. This is one of those moments where you really do have to just buckle down and go, these headlines are BS. They're trying to fool me. They're going to get a lot of money out of a lot of people. You're going to be told today by a lot of people, oh, this is the bottom. These are the same people who bought, Bitcoin when it was at 40, 50, 60K, and now where are they sitting? Stay with your plan. Stay with the stuff that we've been talking about over the last year. Know what you're going to do. Don't fall for this stuff. If you're not in the Discord, get in there. We talk about this kind of thing almost every week, definitely every week, usually almost every day, these kind of things. We know what's going on. If you are in the Discord, you already know this kind of stuff, but I really want to reinforce it, that stuff like today is what they are going to do. These headlines, these kind of things, this is what they're going to do to try and get you to relax, to try and get you comfortable, to be, I can put, $10, $20, $50,000 in equities, and 3, 6, 12 months from now you're down 50, 60, 70%. Don't fall for this stuff. That doesn't mean that you can't gamble a little bit with 1-2% of your net wealth. Maybe you want to day trade some things, or maybe even you have a couple companies where it's just like, these companies have really solid fundamentals. I'm invested here for the long terms. I'm not telling you not to do that. I'm not telling you not to do anything. It's in the end, it's your money and your choice. But you have to be smart here. Days like today are what are going to bankrupt people in the future. This is where you really need to stop and think about what you're doing. Is what's happening make sense? Does it make sense to you? Things of that nature. As always, thanks for listening. If you aren't in the Discord, if you aren't subscribed, please consider doing so. It is worth it. The 1 or 2 clicks are going to be worth it for you in the future, where you can come back and look at things like this and go, oh yeah, I made the right choice. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.